Whatever you do, don't buy a Jeep Grand Cherokee. There's a better option, and today I'm going to tell you what that is and why. Hey everyone, and welcome back to 190 Ethan. I'm Ethan, and today is part 4 of our 4-part series that I'm calling Honey, Hear Me Out, where I take your boring mistake of a car purchase that you're about to make and give you a better one, as well as reasons to give your spouse to get the more exciting option. For this series, we're assuming that we have a $40,000 budget and we need a family car that we can fit at least 5. Today's boring option is the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Let's get into it. Today's boring option kind of hurts my soul because the first vehicle that I ever owned was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was an '05 limited model with the 5.7 liter V8. Her name was Judy and she was my first love. With the V8 and the Quadra-Drive 2 4-wheel drive with dual lockers, that thing could pull a truck out of a 4-foot deep hole in the snow. Right, Mason? But they just don't make them like they used to. Stellantis has come in and all but ruined Jeep. A European company coming into an American heritage brand and trying to take it in a direction it just does not belong. They've tried to replace Chrysler in that luxury segment with Jeep products like the Wagoneer and the Grand Cherokee L, and it's just not what Jeeps are. Jeeps are supposed to be no nonsense, off-roady, rugged vehicles, and they're just not that anymore. If you're picking a Grand Cherokee, I hope that you're not picking it for its off-road capability because, let's be honest, it's not super capable off-road anymore. Most of the reason why people buy these today is because they have a pseudo-luxury interior. You might see nice things like diamond stitching in the seats, lots of screens even on the passenger side, interesting color options, but at the end of the day, Stellantis does not know luxury. Jeep does not know luxury. It's not a luxury brand. It's similar to part 1 of this series when we talked about the Kia Telluride and how they offer value by looking nice and luxurious, but not actually putting in the work to be nice and luxurious. There's no refinement. You get a clunky Pentastar V6 that's just kind of noisy and shaky. They cut corners on noise insulation. There's not a lot of refinement in the driving experience. It's not super engaging. It's really just a shell of what it was. Also, if you're picking it as an SUV where you need to tow or haul around heavy things, it only has 263 horsepower in the V6. And if you want the Hemi, you have to go up to the Jeep Grand Cherokee L, which Consumer Reports rated as one of the least reliable cars you can buy today. So in my opinion, it's just not a great choice. And also, there's a much better choice out there. Let me introduce to you the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. That's right, our first E-Class on 190 Ethan. I named my channel after the E-Class so you know I'm picking it over everything. Although it is a GLE, it is still an E, and it is still a great vehicle. It has a 3-liter turbo V6 that gives 362 horsepower, which is pretty potent for a vehicle this size. That allows it to actually tow more than the Grand Cherokee. Also, it's a Mercedes-Benz, so you get real refined luxury. Mercedes is one of the best engine builders on the planet, and they deliver one of the best driving experiences that's a decent mix between sport and luxury. But honestly, Mercedes-Benz does the absolute best interiors you can imagine. Their MBUX system is the best infotainment system in any car and really makes you feel like you're connected to the vehicle. You can even option the GLE with a third row if you absolutely need to. And for the buyers that were getting the Grand Cherokee for its off-road capability, don't sleep on the GLE's off-road capability. You can get optional air suspension where you can lift and lower the body. Also, you can option the E-Active suspension, which uses a 48-volt architecture where it can control each wheel individually up and down. This leads to an unmatched driving experience both on the street and off-road. This is what allows the Maybach GLS to bounce up and down. That feature is designed to get you out of a sticky situation off-road. And I just want to pause here on the GLE. In my opinion, the GLE is a hidden gem amongst vehicles. It comes right in the middle of Mercedes-Benz lineup between the GLS and the GLA, where you get a really good blend of refinement, power, sportiness, luxury, but it's not too far in either direction. It's not too cheap and it's not too expensive where you're worried about every little chip. That's what I love about the E-Class and the GLE class, is that you get a good blend of both. And you're not sacrificing anything because it's still a Mercedes-Benz at the end of the day. You're getting a really engaging driving experience, but just a solid platform that will show up day after day. The only reason why anybody ever gets rid of a GLE is to buy a new one. This goes all the way back to when the GLE was the ML. You still see MLs driving around today. This is really a solid option for many scenarios, especially in this one. And I can't see how you would ever choose a Grand Cherokee over the GLE. But that's just my opinion. I want to know your opinion. Go down in the comments and let me know if you're picking the Mercedes over the Jeep. And lastly, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on my next review video that features a King, and I think you guys are really going to like it. Thanks for watching.